Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7 and today's patch day info, and it's really exciting. We've got a lot of really fun things to talk about, specifically a new spec change, which we'll watch the video at in a little bit, a bunch of buffs to expeditions and just ease of gameplay, basically. Also, some more Guilty Gear news, the new ammo rotation, and so much more. So let's just jump into this and see what's here. So first off, we have the World Arena Ardor season ending, and this is ending on the 18th, which is in less than 24 hours, and I am super blurry and I'm getting bopped right now. I tried to do all fire and I'm like 0 and 6. It's impossible to win. I'll pick all fire and they'll pick like Dizzy, SSB, F10, Cerise, and like Lilius to counter all my debuffs, and then like Arbiter Vildred, and it's like I can't win. That's basically every battle. It's like literally impossible. I go first every time, I open up and I just can't win. So it's kind of gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have a tough rush to get up there by tomorrow. So we also have March balance adjustments happening here. I still am not sure about this. After using Kawana, it's not enough what's getting done to her. The others we've already talked about a bunch. I'm just going to skip through this and try them out in the next week, and we'll see what's going on. We then have the DarkTyrant Specter Tenebria coming into the shop for anybody who didn't get it. Going to cost 110 skin tickets, so make sure you have those. We then have some changes to World Arena lobbies. Specifically, you're going to be able to pre-ban 3 people now. I hope this is kind of indicative, is that the right word to use there, of what is coming in the future for the actual gameplay, because I'd love to ban more than one hero in actual RTA. That would be fantastic. My fire team might actually do something. Probably not, but you know. Yeah, and it shows at the bottom here the pre-banned heroes. You have 6 bans just in the lobby in the friendly PvP. We then have drop rate up for Charles here. And I think the next one is video. I don't want to click on it yet. It is the SC Rima, and I am super duper excited. And Charles is pretty good still too. So let's watch this video together. This is SC Rima. She is fantastic.
The music you've been waiting for. Let me perform it for you. All right, how inspiring.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's the same VA as the new Specter Tenebria's voice. So I think she looks absolutely awesome. She's super cute, super adorable. Let's take a look at her skills now here. So yeah, we can see down here Elise Napier and Noelle the Third. I think I can't tell if they're like the same person or if Elise was the first VA and Noelle is now the one taking over. I think that's what's going on there. Noelle has a YouTube channel as well. You can just Google it, you'll find it. And what's next? So we've got Warhim here. So I already did a video on what I wanted from her. I didn't quite get it, and we got what I expected we were going to get, but a little bit more, and I'm pretty excited. So first off, Warhim is now going to Hopeful Him. This is going to also increase attack for 2 turns. So, you know, not as good as combat readiness and kind of what we expected. So not AoE either. So that's a little rough. We then have the 3 basic runes, 25% effectiveness, which really helps out, 10% HP, which really helps out as well, and then 5% effectiveness for all allies. We then have a quick shot change here. This is her skill 1. When it crits, it decreases the caster's skill cooldown by 1 turn. Now it's also increasing the damage dealt by 5%. Yay. 5% of nothing is nothing. So, but more importantly, it has a 75% chance to decrease the speed of the target for 1 turn. Would love it if it was 2 turns, but 1 turn is okay. Would also love it if it was 100%. I mean, CC can 100% provoke. Why not? Why not give her this? But we've got more though. So when using Quick Shot, again, her skill 1, if all allies are Ice Elemental heroes, yep, it's one of those, has a 100% chance to increase the combat readiness of the ally by 5%. So, I mean, it's something. especially with dual attacks, it'll add up. So this isn't like too beneficial, but I feel like she's going to be a PvE unit, especially with the way they're tailoring this. We then have Lullaby Arrow, which is kind of unfortunate because PvE units don't really want sleep, but luckily it does more now. So it's generally a 75% chance to decrease the or to sleep for 1 turn, but now Order Rune, all allies are Ice Elemental heroes, has a 100% chance to decrease the defense of the target for 2 turns. So a Wyvern unit for sure, Expedition unit for sure, and also if it crits has a 100% chance to decrease the CR by 10%. Obviously not going to work on the Wyvern, but it will work on a lot of the Expedition fights, and possibly more in the future. We then have a Harvest Rune for Hopeful him, and if they're all Ice Elemental heroes, you'll have a 100% chance to increase the speed of the target for 2 turns. I really would have liked her to AoE if they were all Ice as well, because, you know, if something is limited this much, just let it go all out too, you know? Like, just let them go all out instead of, like, single target. I think it would make her insane, but still good. And these are what it takes to get her going. 6 Order of the Shield, 500 Animal Model Machinery. I don't know where to do that, but I'm sure if you hit go, it'll tell you. 2,000 Adventure Points in Britannia. Hopefully you can do Part 1 and Part 3 at the same time, and then the Trial Battle, of course. We then have the drop rate up for Tam Tam, Idol's Cheer as well. If you do not have Tamarin, get her. She's amazing in all forms of PvE. I love her to death. And Idol's Cheer is one of my probably my favorite artifact, actually. I've had a plus 30 Idol's Cheer since forever, since I just summoned boatloads of them for some reason. And I love it. It's so good in PvP. It's so good in PvE. It's great everywhere. Super, super good. We then have another Vivian drop rate up. They just keep pushing her on us. You know, get her if you want to get her. If you don't have her already, Dignisorb, again, another good artifact. I really enjoy it. We then have more here, an uphill battle. I'm not sure if this is a rerun. Let me know in the comments down there, by the way. I don't remember this story, but I've skipped a lot of stories. But either way, new side story for her. We then have the Mystic Summon rotation. And if you know me, you've heard me talk for a long time, you know one of my most wanted units is DJB. Before the buffs, I've wanted him forever. I love his design. I love Matthew Mercer. I love Matthew Mercer. I love Matthew Mercer so much. He's the best. And yeah, and Great Chief Kawana, obviously. So this is basically the exact ML5 I would have picked to help me here. Granted, it means I'm going to have to spend all my Mystics now and miss whatever's coming next, but I think it'll be worth it. If I get Kawana, I'll stop. If I get DJB, I'll probably stop as well. And I'm just really excited, you know. This is fantastic. I really, really, really hope I get DJB. I love it so much. Next up, sorry for these screenshots, but what we're looking at here is the bottom text. So equipment inventory expansion by 50 slots. This is happening on the 31st of this month. There's a couple more of these. We then have energy required for expedition decreased by 2, which does add up. Not a massive deal like New seems to think, but it does add up, obviously. And the total points required will be decreased from 2,100 to 2,000. This doesn't change anything outside of not needing an extra 100 points. And we also, this one's pretty good, as you can tell from New. We're also going to be getting 6 greater equipment modification selection chests, which you can choose. You can choose the sets. So this is insane. This is really, really insane and should be massive for getting those specific things. And I believe speed was an option, counter was an option, destruction was an option. I don't remember the rest, but there are 2 options per boss in these chests, and you can pick all speed, I believe, if you really want. We then have the Guilty Gear group summon. We knew this was coming. We didn't know, but we in quotes knew. And more importantly, we'll talk about these units after, by the way. More importantly, we've got this here, and this is something I'm really excited for. Elphelt and Saul are getting balance adjustments, and we're going to figure out what they are. Holy crap. Tomorrow. That's cool. That's really exciting. Yay. I thought it was going to be like way later, but it's literally tomorrow. That's awesome. I'm so excited to see what Elphelt does. I love her design. I love her character. I have her already using and everything, and she just doesn't do much, so Really excited for that. And then, of course, this is the coin shop to be able to purchase the artifacts, specifically Miss Confi, and whatever else you want to get. And then Baiken, Elphelt, Dizzy, and Saul as well. So that is all of the things today. And I think this is how I feel about the Guilty Gear right now. You know, I think that's what I feel about Elphelt. I also kind of feel like this about DJB because, you know, it would be nice to get DJB. And I kind of feel like this. No, that's not the right one. I kind of feel like this about the Guilty Gear as well, because I feel like with these changes, it means we're not gonna get a new character. Could be wrong, but you know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.